There's nothing called minor sin when you persist on doing it, because persisting on doing a minor sin will elevate that minor sin to a major sin. For example, looking at someone who's not dressed properly is a minor sin. But if I constantly do that minor sin, it will lead me to watching something haram, and then watching that something haram will lead me to commit the major sin of adultery maybe. Subhanallah. So do not belittle. Rasulullah said, إِيَّاكُمْ وَمُحَقِّرَاتِ الذُّنُوب. Be aware, be very careful about the minor sins. Of the minor sins. And he gave him an example, and the hadith is in Musnad Ahmad. He said, beware of minor sins, because they look like the example of minor sins is like people who gathered and camped in a valley, and one person brought one stick and the other person brought another stick to make a fire in order to cook their food, and that is similar, and they thought that that small piece is insignificant, but when we put all these pieces of the sticks together, they will create a fire to make that food, right? Similarly, the minor sins, when they accumulate and accumulate and accumulate, they would lead the person who does them to his doom. So we have to be very careful of the minor sins, and we want, and this is what the whole program is about, to erase these minor sins daily. And subhanallah, you will find out that the ways to erase them, the methods are so easy, subhanallah, so easy. So inshallah ta'ala, we will start today with one of the ways to erase the minor sins. And this hadith, as you know from now, that all the hadith that I quote are 100% authentic. And subhanallah, today's hadith and today's method, you're gonna be shocked how easy it is. عن عبد الله ابن عمرو رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما على الأرض أحد يقول لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله إلا كفرت عنه خطاياه ولو كانت مثل زبد البحر الله أكبر. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم said, there's not anyone on earth who says لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله, except that all his sins will be forgiven, even if they were as much as the foam of the sea. Even if they were as much as the foam of the sea. My brothers, my sisters, let's try. How long does it take? Okay. لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. سبحان الله. لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. What is that? 7 seconds? الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله, the word of Tawheed, the kalima of Tawheed, the kalima that without it we are worth nothing, the kalima that we beg Allah to make it our last statement, the kalima that the earth was created because of that kalima, the Jannah was created because of that kalima, Allah sent the prophets because of that kalima. La ilaha illallah. I'm confirming there's none worthy of worship except Allah. There's none worthy to obey other than Allah Azza wa Jal. There's no ruling better than the ruling of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's no one perfect in every attribute like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahu Akbar. And Allah is greater than anything and everything in my life and everyone in my life. Allah is greater than my job. Allah is greater than my wealth, my family, my children. Allah is greater than anyone. Subhanallah. وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. And there's no power, no might except with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's no way I would be able to perform any ibadah, to watch this show, for me to speak without the permission of Allah Azza wa Jal. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So you're probably wondering, all these years, subhanallah, this simple 3 words would erase all my minor sins? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not only the minor sins, even if they were as much as the foam of the sea. My brothers, my sisters, have you ever seen the foam of the sea? Have you ever? Can you imagine you have sins as much as the foam of the sea? Allahu Akbar. So please, from now on, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Repeat them all the time. Teach them to others, inshaAllah ta'ala, so we will have all our minor sins forgiven.